Yay!
Yay!
Hello.
Good dental hygiene is very important to keeping your teeth valuable to the master once you're done.
So what's their feeling on spikes?
This is the strangest bout of currency I've ever heard of.
Teeth, teeth, okay.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Good.
Mm. Aha.
Mm.
hard to
Alrighty
prove.
then.
Uh,
Yeah. Um, before we do the rest, uh, Kneecap does his thing where he chatters in this odd form of gnomish to essentially nobody, and you kind of get the idea that this might be something he'll do every night.
I mean,
Okay.
I really can't have no authority to speak on weird practices at night.
Hmm.
I mean, when you come right down to it, putting body parts under your pillow when you sleep is kind of strange. Even when there are other people. I mean, it's a little more. It's a response to Kneecap. I guess observing it, commenting on it, and if Kneecap overhears, that's fine.
Oh, yeah, and it's obvious, like, Kneecap, his hearing is good enough that he'd be able to hear the
Yeah.
comments, but he's not responding to it. You might if you say something directly to him, but yeah.
Well, let's see if we can figure out what is actually going on, seeing as I think we're missing one of our number, but I'm not completely sure, which is unsettling.
Paul
Actually,
says he can't hear anything in the Twitch stream. Okay, hold on a moment because we have technical difficulties sponsors. Hold on. Said some things very scattershot, he says. This technical difficulty is brought to you by the Parasitic Library, where all knowledge is hidden to you. Should whether or not you choose to get lost in its never-ending corridors. And that makes about as much sense as anything else in the Parasitic Library.
I think actually it makes more sense than anything in the Parasitic Library. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yes, obviously.
yes.
Testing. Okay. So it should be working now, but I don't know why. So I think this should fix what was wrong, but I don't know why it wasn't working before, because it was set to default input and I changed it to the specific one, but the specific one has always been the default. It still shows as the default in the Windows settings. Okay, well, fantastic.
Anyway.
Okay, so now we get to start all over because nobody heard any of my intro for the video. So, okay, very short version. I'm Christiana. I'm the DM. This is David.
Hi.
Jason.
Hey.
Hey.
Nobilis.
Yeah.
And Millie.
Hi.
We're playing Dungeons and Dragons. Last time, the party that can't die in Sigil.
Resisted arrest.
Yeah, they resisted arrest but then surrendered and were taken to a safe house by a guy who turns out to not actually work for the Harmonium, but instead promised that his employer was going to be able to help them with their strange reality altering glitch. You spent the night in a safe house and woke up after having more dreams of these weird splitting possibilities of multiversal dimension shattering, realized that you simultaneously remember waking up with a sixth colleague, Tarsus, but he is not here now, and you also kind of do have competing memories that say he wasn't ever there. And so you're not sure what to make of that. But you were told that Pharaoh, this Shatter Kai, who had question mark been in disguise as a member of the Harmonium, told you that they were going to come back to the safe house to escort you to their employer this morning. Now it's actually very early morning, and so I'm going to go ahead and just jump us forward here, and basically, you are in the middle of having this initial conversation of, "Hey, wasn't there another guy here?" And Pharaoh returns, this Shatter Kai, who looks at all of you and just says, "I trust everything was uneventful last night. You've all rested well."
Yeah, as uneventful as it is for us. We've got memories of a sixth person who was with us, but also we have memories that he wasn't. So I've decided to just live in the moment from now on.
Yeah,
Sounds.
that sounds like a good plan.
All right,
Yeah.
well, I have an invitation here for the five of you that I see here. So I'm
Great.
going to.
So
Okay.
in this moment, we'll accept.
Okay.
All right, so we do have.
World building question.
Sure.
Is there a day and night cycle in Sigil?
There is not like a sun that rises and sets, but the sky does lighten and darken on a approximate day-night schedule. It is currently what would be considered like early morning, like pre-sunup.
Okay.
So Pharaoh says, "We've got a journey ahead of us. We can't risk the streets, so we'll be traveling through under Sigil. It's safe enough. We're steering clear of the dead nations and the drowned areas, but there are still hazards, so you'll want to be careful. I'm going to scout ahead to the entrance to the under Sigil, and I will have one of my other colleagues, where was he? Where is it? A reeker from the Hands of Havoc named Cal the Crisp will escort you to the opening of the under Sigil, where I will meet you and take you the rest of the way."
All right.
All right.
And then right in front of you, once again, they seem to they adjust their hat and then transform into a freckled gnome wearing emblems of the Hands of Havoc, and wearing like all different kinds of like little scattershot, like piecemeal patchwork armor. And notably, like they were, full medium size, and now they're a gnome, which is something that disguised self usually wouldn't be capable of. And they just say, "So, all of you, I am told that by Pharaoh that you are to be escorted to the under Sigil. Is that correct? That's your understanding?"
Yep.
Very
That's what he
good.
just said.
And Kneecap is, as soon as the transformation happens, is walking up really closely and just looking very closely, and no regard for personal space.
Okay, they do not seem to react negatively to that at all. They do not back away or anything. They just allow you to examine and look right back in your eye.
Strange switch.
I don't know what you mean.
I'll look to everybody else and be like, huh?
I mean,
Uh,
we've
Considering our situation,
Yeah. it could have been weirder.
yeah.
Well,
Meh.
so I think that if you are all ready to go now, make sure you don't
Mhm.
leave anything that you'll miss here in this house.
Okay.
We'll
Alright,
not be
so
back.
go
Every-
up and
I already gathered everything.
Yep. Ready to go.
All
Let's
right,
do
Yep.
it.
and then so they go off in one of the other rooms while you are collecting your stuff, and then as you're kind of assembling at the like the front entrance of this house, he comes back from the back room, and you see the glow of fire and smoke from the room he's just left, and saying, "All right, we're going."
One way to keep the house up from being discovered.
Yep.
Yep.
And sure enough, as he's like, "All right, no, we need to hurry now. Okay, come on, come on." Come on."
Yeah.
And
Let's follow
Yep.
behind.
Yeah.
So you
Mhm.
definitely, as you are walking away from this building, you see that it is beginning to be fire is glowing through many of the windows.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so they take you a few blocks away, and they're looking, back and forth, kind of cautiously, checking streets before bringing you along. But then eventually there is a great big sewer grate that has like someone has rigged, like bent up part of the grate and has rigged like a crowbar to hold it open. And they
Mhm.
say, "All right, in we go, in we go.
All right.
And Kneecap
Alright.
just
Don't worry, it's a
moves
little
right
bit of a
in.
drop, but it's just fine. It's just fine. You'll land in soft. It's good."
I'll slip right
Here,
in
here we
and
go.
and just tumble.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah. So it is a little bit of a drop. I would like everyone to make a dexterity saving throw. Or acrobatics check, I suppose, if you prefer.
Same number.
All right.
Malleus falls flat on his face.
I got a 7. It would have been the same
I
regard
got a
for
6.
what I did.
Uh-huh.
14.
All right.
There we
I think
go.
that means that Malleus falls right on top of Kneecap.
Yeah, so basically, I think what happens is that everyone who gets a 10 or above lands with no difficulty. Those of you who got less than a 10 are going to take 2 points of bludgeoning damage, even as you find yourself landing in about 4 inches of horrible slop. But it's concrete below that, so
Mhm.
Ow.
Yeah.
yeah,
Ow.
yeah. But it's it's only two points worth. It's
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
not fun, but you're okay. And then uh,
After, but I like the idea that Malleus fell right on Kneecap, and Kneecap will get out from under him, flush, and then help him up.
mhm. All right, and you watch. So Kaz the Crisp, Cal the Crisp. Oh, was right. Had stayed up to to jump in last, but then when all of you are down inside, you watch them start to jump in, and then in mid fall, Cal the Crisp jumps in from the top, and Pharaoh the Shatterkai lands and just says, "You made it. Did anyone spot you on your way here?"
Not that we could tell.
Nope.
Good, good.
Yeah.
And yet again, Kneecap just goes right up and just like, how?
What is this? This is
Yeah. He wants to know why or how you guys are all switching places.
switch. I'm afraid I don't know what you mean.
I'll
Okay.
put an image of Pharaoh, and then in a flash change, like kind of show it shrinking to Cal, and like,
You do understand that there's more than one person in the world, right? And that
Right.
different people look different and say
Mhm.
different things and are unique individuals. Yes.
Yes. Yes. That's why we figure you're switching places.
Boy, I
You
tell you,
just walked
I am
away.
going to be just fine handing you all off to Shemeska because I am not enjoying this strange thing you're doing
Yep.
here.
Yep.
But don't worry, I will escort you safe, even if I think you're all very strange.
Yeah. We're all a little bit crazy.
So,
All right.
um, as you are, you begin being escorted through various tunnels, and let's see. So you are over the course of the next couple of hours finding yourself journeying through standard sewer tunnels, tunnels that look like they maybe at one time were what at one time we're hearing okay, I'm hearing noise
Yep,
from someone.
I'm closing
All right,
the door.
yeah, all right.
Yep.
At one time were stations for some kind of an underground train that you've never heard about. Seem long abandoned now. Then there's also enormous, what look like natural caverns. There's a place where you pass through what looks almost like an enormous open field with a tremendous, a ceiling that would have been 40, 50 feet overhead, and off to one side you see what looks like swamps. But they continue to guide you through, and you pass through all of these things pretty regularly, going from one to another and then back again. And it does seem as though this would be very difficult to navigate without someone who knows where they're going.
Mhm.
But then entering in one of the tunnels, a tunnel leads through a half collapsed basement. At the center of the chamber, a rat with an exposed brain and a bloated stomach lies belly up on a porcelain plate scattered with pink crumbs. As the rodent meets your gaze, you hear a low voice in your mind. Do what you must, it says. We have already won.
Kneecap's gonna go up to it
Huh?
and um gonna go up to it, roll it onto its side, pat it, and like maybe like if there's some random debris, like take it and like put it over it like a blanket.
Oh, okay. Roll animal handling with advantage.
Oh, dirty 20 or Baker's 20.
Oh, very nice. Uh, so I think the the rat at first, when you're handling it at all, it's clearly overstuffed here, and it's kind of like, oh, don't move me, oh. And so the rat is not like speaking with its mouth, right? But
Yeah.
it does seem initially anxious, but then your careful ministrations have led to increased comfort for this little overstuffed rat, and it closes its eyes as it enjoys the new position and the new little blanket that you gave it. Which is probably it's an old rag that has been drenched and soaked and dried and re-wet in all sorts of horrible things, but is now a blanket for a rat. And um
This
and
is
and
this is the second time we've come across one of
mhm.
these.
And yeah, Pharaoh just kind of says, "All right, well, I wasn't gonna touch it, but you do you."
Yeah.
Sleepy.
Um, as you are moving to kind of move away from the cranium rat, it does sort of look to you, Kneecap, and you hear, telepathically in your head, "Beware the scent of strawberry."
I am absolutely gonna note that down.
I mean, does Kneecap like write notes?
Well, I, as a player, write some of it down.
Yeah. So that is that only Kneecap hears that last bit.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah. In response, yeah, you just see Kneecap stop, look at it, tilt his head, tilt it the other way, like, okay, and move on.
so you are not far off now from a place called Nowhere here in the Undersigil, and it is a. I have a handout for this. Hang, I think. Where am I? Yeah, here it is. Let me share it with you all. So, yeah, Pharaoh says, we're going to go through Nowhere, which is probably as close to a city within the Undersigil as you're going to get. But it's populated by people who couldn't make themselves fit in one of the surface factions or belonged to a faction that has fallen out of favor and they couldn't let it go. So basically, everyone down here belongs to a faction that couldn't make it up top. And so you might get people trying to bother you if you engage. I'm going to suggest we just keep on moving. I've got a shortcut just through here.
Hey,
Okay.
indeed.
like a plan.
Lead on.
Yeah. And so I just wanted to give you the excuse to see that cool artwork here.
And Kneecap's just gonna put on his best leave me alone face.
Is that different from your regular face?
Yes,
Okay.
it's purposely off-putting instead of
Okay.
accidentally.
All right. So I think as you are heading back into another series of tunnels, you're going to move into an area that I'll have a map for in a moment. But when you arrive in, you see this chamber that's sort of half flooded. It has a lot of sort of pipes leading into it. And when I say half flooded, I just mean that like there's water on the ground. It's not deep. But ahead of you is this larger chamber, and in it a strawberry cake decorated with leathery wings rests on a festive table in this damp, dimly lit chamber. Wet sediment collects around floor drains, and gaping sewer pipes protrude from the stone walls. The other end of the tunnel is barred shut. 4 rosy-cheeked humans in grimy baker's attire sit at the table, sipping tea with pinkies extended.
Does it smell like strawberries?
Well, it does look like a strawberry cake. I'm going to put you on this map and make sure I put your characters on there so that I can, that you should be able to. I'm gonna have to give you all the ability to see all over again. I just know it. Okay. Yeah, sure enough, I'm gonna have to. I should have done this part in advance. That's on me.
Are we appearing at the bottom?
No. Give me a moment. Why? Oh, okay, there we are. All right. I'm just gonna turn the dynamic lighting off. Well, it's weird. It's like your character should have vision already, but I don't know. What
Yeah,
I didn't.
all black to me.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I know. Thank you. I'm complaining about it not working as even should, so I'm fixing it.
So, this technical difficulty is sponsored by Rowan's School of Marksmanship.
It's not
Learn the
even.
meaning of this phrase, center of mass. Learn to ignore it. Be the envy of your friends as you display unmatched martial prowess.
It's not even got the dynamic lighting on. Why is it? Is it just all hell? What is it? What is happening? Oh, weird. Okay, it's just got fog of war on the whole map is all. All right. I assume you see it now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So,
I can move my character. Yay.
Mhm.
all right. So, so as mentioned, as I just described, you see these individuals all around this incredible festive party with a cake on it. Um, they all look to you, though. There's a moment where they're all, uh, happily engaging in tea party chatter. But then, as you enter and make some noise, there's a moment where they kind of all look and turn their heads to you. First, perhaps annoyed to be interrupted, but then quickly look amongst themselves, and then the one closest to you stands up and just says, "Greetings, visitors. I am Gertrude of the Order of Cakers. Welcome to our tea party. Please come, take a seat."
It looks
Now.
absolutely lovely,
But-
but we do have somewhere to be. So I am going to politely decline as we are otherwise engaged.
Yes.
And I'm going to kind of start sifting off to the side of the um of the room to kind of give this whole thing a
And
wide berth as I get past.
and I think that as you are, do I not have a bit of artwork for Gertrude here? Surely I do. Let's give you this handout of her. Oh no, she's only got the token. The token is very
Okay.
cool, but it doesn't.
Mhm.
She don't
Okay,
have the bigger
yeah, we
piece of
can
artwork. In
consider
any
it.
case, but yes, as you say that, you can see her gritting her teeth a little bit and just say, "Please, you wouldn't want to insult us by turning down our hospitality. As you can see, we are just a humble group of festival uh, and culinary enjoyers here. This is just something that is part of our way of life. You wouldn't want to deny us the opportunity to treat you as honored guests, would you?"
I'm
Well,
gonna look
Cora,
to our guide
Malleus
as
is gonna wave Cora up.
And I think with
Prisoner
that,
person.
would you the other three kind of stand up and their chairs squeak across, like the floor?
and Radius is like, I don't eat, and starts to follow Cuspid.
Please, if you would just sit with us for 10 minutes
Sounds
and
is
good.
our
enjoy our
guide-
hospitality.
how is our guide responding to this?
He is, I think he is looking wary, but he's kind of watching to see what you will all do. But if any of you are gonna want to ask or something,
Oh, I mean, can we afford 10
they
minutes?
don't look like they expected this.
Okay. If we can afford a few minutes, then I suppose we could stop for a little while and kind of look meaningfully at our guide as to whether or not that's an option.
I mean, 10 minutes is not gonna make a difference, but
Okay.
the Order of the Cakers. Yes, Cakers, huh? You still going strong with that whole the multiverse is a big cake thing, huh? And Gertrude says, "Of course, it's really the only logical explanation."
Oh, well, hmm.
I'll scurry over and have a seat
Mm-hmm.
and um uh and um and I'm going to like. Has the cake already been like portioned and is it obviously like?
Yes,
I haven't even-
they have each got a plate on their like a piece on their own plate that they've taken bites from.
Okay, so not obviously like, oh hey, come share this and then watch you eat. Okay,
No,
So,
they are
yeah.
clearly eating the cake as well, and they want to share it.
well, normally
kneecap.
I'm not a fan of between meal snacks, but in this case I will make an exception because this does look quite fascinating. It is my favorite color, and
Well,
yeah, I'll
that
cut
just
myself a piece,
means it was fate.
and I will cut myself a small piece of that cake.
Okay. What else is everyone else doing?
Kneecap is just going to go kind of like here, and he's gonna. Does it smell like strawberries?
Go ahead and make a survival check, or I suppose perception if you prefer.
It's same amount.
Okay.
12.
Yeah, kind of. There's a lot of competing smells down here,
Yeah, including
No strawberries.
ourselves.
but
Strawberry
you
bad.
see strawberries on the cake though.
Right.
Yeah.
Kneecap's gonna call it. No strawberry. Strawberry bad. Cuspid.
Yeah.
Strawberry bad.
I mean, I'm not allergic. At least I don't think I am. I don't have memory of any being allergic.
Strictly carnivore myself.
Gertrude is saying, strawberries are delicious. Try some, you'll see.
Kneecap's gonna walk up here, jump up with his flail, and smash the cake.
Okay. All right. Well, as the cake splatters over everyone in the face, I am going to let's see. First of all, did you actually eat some already, Cuspid, or did you just put it on your plate?
I had not declared that I had eaten any, so it's
Okay.
there's a slice on my plate. Yes.
All right. Well, so what I'll say then is for Cuspid and Kneecap, you're going to get some cake on your face. Here's the question of I'm going to say Constitution saving throw for if you get any in your mouth.
Okay.
Does that sound fair?
Sounds
Yeah.
fair.
All
Sounds
right.
fair.
Wow. Only a 9.
The barbarian.
Oh, I got even worse.
Oh boy. All
Oh
right.
God.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
So
that might be what you get for going all Gallagher.
yeah. Well, so the cake is obviously ruined, and there is a moment of shock. Oh, by the way, the 4 cakers also very much got cake all over them, but they had also eaten some already. So, but
Yeah.
there's a moment of shock, aghast, and then she's saying, "Those who would destroy the cake do not deserve to live." And we're gonna roll initiative.
yeah.
Yeah, sounds fair.
Oh,
Sounds about right.
ugh.
Crap. I didn't.
Now, considering I've just had cake splattered all over my face, I suppose it's reasonable to expect that the initiative score is low.
Okay, let's see.
Baker's 20.
Yeah, Baker's 20 for me.
20.
All right.
Yeah,
think-
considering the room we're in.
I think we've got everybody on there, and then I need to roll their initiatives.
I edited my roll to match what I rolled in D&D Beyond. So
Okay.
yeah, no way. I said I'd be honest for that.
Sure. I appreciate that. Okay, we need a dex off for Cora versus Malleus.
My +2.
+3.
Mm-hmm. All right. So yeah, so the cakers have very clearly, um, uh, have taken on aggressive postures, and they are each wielding enormous rolling pins. And it looks like things are going poorly. So, you, Malleus, are able to act first.
In the theory of ridiculousness
Mm-hmm.
that is this campaign so far, can I cast Mage Hand and have it throw cake at Gertrude?
I mean, yes, absolutely. I don't think it's going to. I mean, she's literally already been splattered with cake, so I
Yes.
don't know that it will have. What are you trying to get? Some sort of an objective other than just being funny?
Well,
Food fight.
food fight is basically what I'm going for. Is
Okay.
instead of drawing weapons, let's throw food.
Sure. No, like
Yeah,
if
that
if you want to do, I am 100% on board. I just want, if you're looking for this to have any mechanical effect, you should tell me what you're trying to do. If not, it's
No.
so if all you want to do is throw some food at her, you can 100% do that. That works just fine.
Because my other thing was they really haven't done anything yet.
Hmm. Go ahead. Well, so go
Um,
ahead and make a ranged attack roll for the mage hand, but you're just throwing cake, so it's just a
Yeah,
question
no,
of.
let's not do that.
I mean,
Like I said, it was just in the spirit of the
no,
Actually, yeah, no, let's do it.
I love it. I'm just saying, I want to know whether to.
You could try to blind her with it. I mean, it is cake.
Hmm.
You can
Yeah.
hit her in the face with cake.
I mean, if you were trying,
Right.
that's why I was asking. Is like, are you trying to blind her with cake?
Yeah. Let's at least like mechanically do something with
All
it.
right then. So go ahead and roll a ranged attack roll then.
I'm having to roll it 26.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I think you get a big old blob of frosting right in her face. Just. And I think that there's now one of these bat wings that's kind of like big, and it's kind of like plastered to her forehead, and she like reacts back. Ah. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
And movement, I'm going to boogie over down here so that we can like leave.
Okay. Well, you can't though, because right here is a barred gate.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. All right. So that is Malleus's turn. Cora.
So, hmm. I think I'm going to test their wisdom by like going through a string of insults for vicious mockery.
Okay.
And it's like, wait, you call that a cake? It fell without any effort. It should be able to stand up for a much longer time.
I mean, it got hit with a flail, but yeah.
Yeah, so they need to make me a will save.
Which one? Just the leader or one of the others? Or?
Just the leader.
Okay. Wisdom save.
DC is 14.
She got a 16.
All right. So
nothing.
does nothing
All right.
because it's a cantrip.
She I think that even though she can't see, she kind of vaguely in your direction lashes back at you with this like, "You didn't even taste it." All right. Are you going to move or anything else on your turn?
I'm at a good spot where I am.
Okay. Well, it is now the Cakers, except for Gertrude's turn because she's rolled separately. But these two are both going to go and attack Kneecap with their rolling pins because Kneecap is the one that smashed the cake. So they're each making 2 attacks. It's a 9 to hit, a 6 to hit,
Yep.
a 5 to hit, critical fail, and a 7. What the hell?
It's Keystone Cops. That's all there is
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah.
Dang. I mean,
Whoosh.
But
those are
yeah,
plus
Kneecap is
4
just
attack rolls, though.
yeah.
So that's a 5, a 2, a 1, and a 3 on the dice. By the way. Anyway. Also, some of those.
Some of the cake on their face and they're having trouble seeing.
I think they're just too shocked by the audacity of what you've done.
Oh.
They're still flustered. I think that this one up here is going to run around here, going after Malleus. Are you going to do an opportunity attack, Cuspin, as they run past you?
Yeah, I think I will. I'm gonna
Okay.
have a swing with my big old toothy warhammer.
All right.
Oh, it was gonna be a 19, but it
An 11 actually
bounced over
does
into
hit
the-
because they're just
Okay.
wearing leather aprons.
all right.
Oh.
Who's drawing the
So-
squares?
So 10 points of bludgeoning damage from my big old warhammer.
Okay, 10. Wow. Ooh, yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to measure out web. My bad.
Okay, that's all right. So I think actually after that happens, they're gonna not do what they were gonna do, and they're gonna attack you with their rolling pin instead.
Sure.
That's a 10 to hit, and a 19. Finally, one of them rolls above a 10.
Okay.
After 6 rolls, that's good. So that's 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. All right. And I'm gonna use Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
And I need to make a dexterity saving throw, DC
All right.
14.
They got a 10.
Okay. So let me roll that damage. Wow. It's 3d10 and I got
geez.
26.
Wow. Okay.
Woof.
Yeah. This caker is cooked.
If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Yeah, the fiery rebuke from Cuspid incinerates that one, and they flop over, crispy and smoking.
What was the damage again? They did tag me. You said 5?
They did 6 bludgeoning damage.
6 bludgeoning. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and that's the caker's turn. Radius.
Radius will. That's too big to use in here. So he will go with a firebolt at the boss lady.
Okay. I think you have advantage because they're blinded right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, and I will. That was a 23 for the first one, or the first attempt, I should say. Darn it, so close. It was an 18 and a 19, but yeah.
So
And-
that certainly that hits.
Yeah, and damage. D10. 7.
Okay.
Let's see. There we
All
go.
right.
I don't know why I rolled it twice. Yeah, 7 points. That's it.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. You
And
got.
I will stay where I'm at.
Great. Let's see. Pharaoh's turn now, and let's see. He's, I think, gonna run up on this one that is attacking Kneecap, and do his short sword attack. Hang on. Where's this? Yeah. So short sword attack gets an 18 to hit. For it would be 5 piercing plus 2d6 sneak attack. Which is another 3, so that's like 8 for that first attack. And then they attack a second time, which is a 16 to hit. Also hits for another 3 piercing damage. And then I think that they're going to. Do rogues cunning action have disengage? Is that one of the ones they can do? I always forget. Yes. So
Yeah.
and then I think they'll disengage and back up to here as their bonus action. Okay, Kneecap, you're up.
Okay. Well, yeah, they tried to hit me, so I will use my cake-covered flail to hit the one that um uh
Pharaoh.
Pharaoh hit. Yeah,
Okay.
blinked on the name. Okay. Oh, that was an 8.
Okay.
Natural 2.
Yeah, an 8 isn't enough, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
This
I got
frosting
pickle.
is. Yeah, the frosting is surprisingly slippery. It's messing with everybody's grip.
25.
25. 25 will certainly hit.
Yeah. And full damage of 4.
All right.
4 points.
Okay. That the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay, Cuspid, you're up.
All right. I am going to, yeah. I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Hex on the leader there. I forgot her
Okay.
name.
Gertrude.
Gertrude, and then step up and take a mighty swing with my Warhammer.
Okay.
Oh, natural 1.
Okay, yeah, that's not going to do it.
Advantage?
Oh, you do have advantage because she's
Oh.
blinded. Yeah.
Okay, yep. Second roll is a critical.
Wow, there you go.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, see what?
Okay, so starting off with 6 points of damage plus another d10 for the critical plus
Mhm.
2d6 for the hex, right? Because the dice are doubled.
Yeah.
So another 13 for a total of 19 damage.
Wow.
5
Okay.
necrotic and 14 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Wham!
All right. Yeah, she does not enjoy that at all. She is not down, but she's pretty hurt. It is now her turn, and I think she is going to use her action to pull the cake off of her face. Actually, you know what? I'm going to rule that doesn't take a whole action to do.
Yeah. it's
Not,
reasonable.
she does not have to use a whole action worth to be able to see the cake. I'm ruling that she
Yeah.
doesn't have to use an action.
She has Baker's secrets to clear.
Yes. Yeah. I think that her face is a horror show of bad makeup, running mascara, and pink frosting, and black bat blood. And she is also though really hurt, so she is going to. You know what? She did use her action. That's what I said initially. I'll just do that, and so she is going to try to take off running. So opportunity attack, I guess. Or do you don't still have it this round, or you
No,
had it
because
because
I-
you did your turn, right? Yeah.
I did my turn, so I have it again.
Yeah.
Yes.
So go ahead and make the attack.
22, not quite
Yeah.
a critical.
Yeah. Well, so that hits.
So maximum damage, 11 points.
Okay. Yeah. You take her out.
Boom.
And I think as she collapses to the ground, she just says,
I would actually like to make, since it's a melee attack, I would like to make that non-lethal.
"Okay,
Knock her out.
great, yeah, all right,
Couldn't do that with the flames, but I could do that with this.
sure." Okay, so that makes it. That was Gertrude's turn. So now
Now,
we're
has there been any effect from that failed Constitution save on the cake up to this point?
not yet.
Okay. All right.
Malleus, your turn.
Mhm. I want to come down here and see if I can figure out how to open this grate.
Okay. I think that. Let's see. I'm just looking. It is locked. You suspect that there is probably a key for it somewhere.
Mhm.
Okay. Everybody look for a key.
Yeah. All right.
And
Yeah.
I still have mage hand up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna throw it at this guy at the bottom of the table. Throw
Okay.
more cake.
Sure.
I mean, why mess with a good thing?
No, I'm there with you.
That's a 13 to hit.
Okay. A 13 does hit. So I'll say that blinds this guy.
Yep.
Okay. Cora, your turn.
Let's see. So she's out.
Mhm.
We've got one more down. And so I'm just going to go ahead and do vicious mockery again and insult the one who's still up. So that's a will save.
Okay.
The
Well,
one,
so there's two that are still up. One is blinded.
that one?
The one that's not blinded then.
Okay. Okay. Do 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 do. They got a 6.
All right, so just 1 point of psychic damage, and the next attack roll they make is at disadvantage.
Okay.
Which is really my point in doing this.
Sure, sure. And it is their turn now. So I think the one that's blinded is going to use their action to unblind themselves. And they are going to. Oh, you know what? I want to briefly retcon what I said to Malleus. You do not see any evidence of a key. You do, however, see a pipe on the other side, somewhat similar to some of the pipes that are in here.
Okay.
Okay.
But in any case, the one that is right here is going to. He used his action already, and he is going to run this way. You can make an opportunity attack if you like, Kneecap.
Yes. Oh, crit.
All right. This happens.
And that is 15
Okay.
damage.
Yeah. Doesn't like that. So he jumps down here and he runs into this pipe
Mhm.
down here, and you see he emerges up here.
Okay.
Oh
And
no.
Like immediately?
yeah,
Okay.
this
All
is the
right.
city of portals
Scooby!
after all.
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo doors!
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
This other one here doesn't still has his action, and so he's going to try to hit Kneecap with his rolling pin. Gets a critical miss and an 8.
Nope.
Well, after that, they're going to run as well, and you use your opportunity attack already.
Yeah.
So they run into this middle one, and they come out the middle one on the other side.
Okay.
And then the one that was down on the ground, killed by Cuspid's fire,
Mhm.
starts to twitch and flail around. And you see, Cuspid, I think you have the closest vantage point on this.
Mhm. Mhm.
Horrifically, the ears start to grow, transforming into almost like bat wings. and then the whole head tears itself free from the bottom and takes to the air as a human head with bat wings.
Hmm.
Oh my dog!
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
Yeah. So yes, that happened, and so when it does that, it is going to swoop in towards you, Cuspin.
Okay.
And let's see. Hang on just a second. And it's just going to try to bite you.
Okay.
It gets a 21 to hit.
Ouch. Yep. That hits.
And it does 5 piercing damage plus 12 psychic damage.
Ooh, ouch. That hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Ah, get off me!
All right. That makes it. That was the caker's turns. Radius, you're up.
Alrighty. Wow. Okay. Its head came off.
Mm-hmm.
That's not something you see every day, or at least not to have it come back and attack you. So, I don't like that thing. I want to... No, I'm not gonna do that. But I will go with Mind Sliver on the floaty head thing,
Okay.
and it's a DC 13.
All right. It rolls with advantage, but it's wisdom saving throw.
Intelligence.
Intelligence. It rolls with advantage. It gets a 13.
Oh, well, and yep. And I don't think I have. Yeah, so I'm going to, but I will move away because I do not want to be near any of those fellas. So I'm going to move right over here, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. All right. Pharaoh's turn, and they say, "Holy crap!" And they're going to fire their hand crossbow at the flying head thing, which is a 19 to hit for 4 piercing damage plus their sneak attack because because Cuspid is engaged with them. That's another 7, so 11 damage. It is injured but not down. Okay. That makes it Kneecap's turn.
Wow. Kneecap is going to. He's gonna just jump onto the table and then, you know, swing at the head thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that might help if I rolled the attack before the damage. Oh, only a 10 with the flail. And a 23 with the sickle for 3
Okay.
damage.
All right. What did you say was the first attack?
10, I believe.
Oh, a 10 misses, but
Yeah.
the 3 damage from the sickle will work. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You tear a little gash in its cheek. All right. Cuspid, it is now your turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
As a bonus action, I'm going to transfer the hex onto the flying head.
Gotcha.
And as an action, I'm going to disengage, and for my movement, I'm going to run into this pipe over here.
Okay. You emerge from this one.
Okay. All right. Well, and I've got 5 feet of movement left after that, so I'm going to go here.
Okay. All right. On Gertrude's turn, despite the fact that she was not killed but only unconscious, nonetheless, she is weakened enough that her ears begin to transform into bat-like wings, somewhat like the ones decorating the cake. and her head tears itself free, and another Vargui is the name of these things. I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm revealing all of them just because there's the four
You
of
need the
them.
tokens, yeah.
So, and it is going to, let's see. I think that one is going to fly at Kneecap. And you know what? I think, let's see. Kneecap, this one, even though it's obviously Gertrude's head and flying at you, it locks eyes with you, and then you feel a psychic impression forcing itself into your brain, and I need you to make a DC wisdom saving throw.
Lovely. Oh, only a 6.
Okay, suddenly it seems to you as though this is not Gertrude's head at all, but your own flying at you, and it is so scary that you're going to take 10 psychic damage, and you are frightened.
Ow.
I'm going to cutting words that damage roll.
Okay.
All right, so take one off
All right.
because
Well, I mean,
Oh,
it's worth it. It's worth a
Yeah.
try. But so it would be 9 psychic damage then.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Malleus, your turn.
I am talking on mute. All right, so I'm pretty much have seen everybody coming in and out of these pipes. So there's this pipe down here. I'm gonna go in it.
Okay, you emerge from the one on the other side of the barred grate.
Yep. All right, and then I am going to use Ray of Frost. Well, actually, can I? Yeah, I'm gonna use Ray of Frost at this little dude.
Okay.
And let's see how that works.
Yes, let's see.
That is a Baker's 20 to hit.
Yeah, it will hit. It looks like it rolled twice, but a 20 hits. That's fine.
Yep, and for 6 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And minus 10 feet of movement.
Right. It is very badly wounded. It is not quite down. You can see it struggling to keep aloft on its torn up wings, but still managing for the moment.
All right, and I'm going to move a little bit further out. Bonus action, try to get Cuspid's attention so that they know where to go to.
Okay.
I saw.
Yeah.
All right. That was Malleus. So Cora, you're up.
all right. So this is her. That's another one.
Let me also just add briefly, because I didn't really have the opportunity to describe this. The other 2 remaining cakers don't look like they expected this head thing to happen.
Okay. All right, that makes that a little bit
they're
easier.
like they seem
What?
horrified by that. That's like, what? That wasn't supposed to happen.
Like,
All right.
Maybe like threaten them if they stand down, this won't happen to them.
Yeah. So I'm going to move, and then a 15-foot cone should only get the 2 flying thingies and heads, and I'm going to cast spray of cards.
Okay.
It's a 15-foot cone of spectral cards. They all need to make dex saves, which is probably a good one for them.
It's one of their better ones, but not great. So let's see though. The first one gets a 6, and then the other one gets a 6.
Okay, so they both take, unfortunately, only 5 points of force damage,
Oh, well, that
They
is
ha-
enough to take out the one that had been hurt already.
and the other one is blinded until the
Mm-hmm.
end of its next turn.
Okay. And not only that, but it has to make a concentration check for the
Whatever it's doing.
for the thing it was doing to Kneecap. Yeah.
Yep.
So let's see. Constitution save. Yep, it maintains concentration though.
Okay.
I mean, it's only 5 damage. It's not terribly hard. Just
Yeah.
yeah. All right, but you see it like it flickers and wavers. But yeah, you've definitely heard it. The other one goes down with an ace of spades embedded in its little forehead. All right. Good job. Okay, it is the remaining caker's turn. This one here. How is frightened? The frightened condition is one of the weird ones, right? It's like
Frightened is one where you can't move towards it. You
And
have
you're-
disadvantage on
attacks,
attacks.
but
While the
other creatures,
target is in sight.
yeah, but other creatures don't have advantage against you.
No.
Okay, just wanted to confirm if that was the case. But in any case, this one is going to run and attack you for ruining everything. This is all happening because you all showed up. So they're attacking Kneecap, and that's a 7 and a 6. For crying out loud! I mean, what is this? Now, part of this I'm bringing on myself because, you know what? I wonder if I'm literally... So it automatically rolls 2 for like advantage or disadvantage, but I typically will only take the first one and still treat that as a single roll and not use the second roll as another roll. So I will roll twice and it'll produce 2 sets of numbers, but I use the first for each. That's just how I like to do it. But I wonder if there's not...
Some sorting going on?
I don't know. In any case, it doesn't matter.
No,
They both miss.
I
I don't think it would, but
Yeah. And
yeah.
roll 20 trying to apologize for killing Kneecap.
Could be. Well, the other one's going to try to attack too, and it gets a 5 and then a 22 for 7 bludgeoning damage.
22 hits.
Yeah. All right, and the Vargui that's still up is the Gertrude one, so it's on a different turn. Also, I'm gonna move some of these deactivated tokens just off here, just so that they're not confusing the issue for the token placement. All right, that was them. So Radius, you're up.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Yeah. So I will go into this pipe.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You emerge from this one.
Nice. And I've got how much more movement? Excellent. And I will use the last of my movement to go into this pipe.
Okay. You pop over to the other side there.
And I literally have 5 feet of movement left, so I will go to this door.
Do you have a what is your movement speed?
30.
Oh, okay, because it seemed like
It was 20. It was 20 to the first pipe, and then from that pipe to that pipe was 15.
okay, fair enough.
Which
All
makes
right,
30.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
I wasn't counting carefully. It's fine.
Oh, sorry. Or 10.
Okay, so you use your movement then, and then
And this won't, since I can see through this, correct?
yeah.
Alrighty. And then I will magic missile the guy attacking Kneecap.
Okay.
Or is there
Well,
two attacks?
there's 2 of them attacking Kneecap. 2 of the remaining cakers that have both been injured.
Oh, well, actually, you know what? And Gertrude's head is still there too, correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, then I'll have 1 missile for each one.
Okay.
So roll. What we got here? Damage. Yay! There we go. Max damage.
5 for each of them. Pew. The missiles strike out, each hitting their targets, each making them slightly more wounded than they were before. All right. Well done. Pharaoh's turn.
Concentration.
Oh, yes, good
Concentration.
point. Yep. They got a 12. They maintain concentration. Okay, then it's Pharaoh's turn. I think they are going to just 10, 20, 30. Going to dash as a bonus action. I'm going to run up here and stab the one that's there. That's a critical hit, plus sneak attack.
Oof.
That
All right.
is going to hurt.
Yeah, so
Ooh.
it's going to be 23 damage, which definitely finishes them off.
Oh God.
So bad.
And then they use the rest of their movement to pop through the pipe.
That works.
All right. And they just kind of look at, Radius and Malleus just saying, it seemed like what everyone else was doing.
That is correct.
All right, Kneecap, you're up.
Well, I think now's the point where Kneecap's going to start getting angry, especially because all allies are out of a range.
Yes.
So that's what bonus action. I start outputting enormous heat. So the one takes 2, and then I will attack that one with my flail.
Okay.
And that is Baker's 20.
Sure. A Baker's 20 is funny in this context.
And 10 damage.
I mean,
10 damage?
Yes.
That's exactly what you needed for that one.
Good.
all in favor. It is adopted. It's now Baker 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you've used your.
Yeah, so I'm doing that, and I'm staring down at the
Waiting
the
for,
teeth in my own
for the
face.
heads to. Yeah.
Oh,
You still
shoot.
got the other head, of course,
I
remaining.
do not roll at disadvantage.
Oh yeah. Do go ahead and roll. Well, you know what? Let's just not re-roll
Okay.
at this point. But yeah.
I'm staring it down.
Well, go ahead and re-roll. I think it'll be the same. I'm meaning like they're not too hard to hit.
Oh yeah, it was higher.
Okay, yeah, so it's fine. But yes, so you are still psychically freaked out though by the one that looks to you like it's your head.
Yeah, but there's one thing this thing does not realize. Kneecap has pulled the teeth out of his own head before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did have that thought.
All right, Cuspid, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to take 10 feet of movement to go here and coup de grace style, bring my hammer down on the head of that Baker.
Okay, I guess so I hadn't, revealed the tokens yet, but I'll go ahead and do that now, and you can go ahead and attack it in this, that way. Like, so you can make an attack roll on it.
Do I get advantage as if it's prone?
Yeah, because it hasn't kind of fully awakened yet.
Okay. Uh, 19.
Yeah, so that certainly hits.
And
prone is exactly the right condition.
so yeah, 5 points of damage.
Okay, yeah, bonk.
And I will take and then I will take the last 20 feet of my move to go into that.
All right. I'll rule also that it doesn't have its opportunity attack yet because it hasn't fully awakened. Yeah. Okay. So you would pop out there.
Okay.
All right. Gertrude's turn. And I think that this one is going to fly over and try to bite Cora.
Okay.
A 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. 7 piercing damage and 6 psychic damage.
6 of 13 total.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That sucked.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is she gonna try? Does she have the ability to try to freak me out, or does she have to
No,
make?
no. This is just a bite. She's maintaining the concentration for the one on kneecap.
Okay.
This
All
is
right.
that one's already doing that. The other two might have the opportunity to do that in a moment.
Yep.
All right, but that is Gertrude's head's turn. Malleus, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna wiggle my way over here and do Ray of Frost at the head, attacking Cora.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, that was almost an 18. It's a
Mm-mm.
9.
Alas, a 9 is not an 18.
Yep. And
Okay.
I'll wiggle my way back.
All right. Now it's your turn, Cora.
All right. Thing is, I don't want to end up blowing through all my second level spells. So
Disengage, run through the pipe behind you. And
yep. Okay. So disengage. This pipe brings me
To here.
and you've got 20 feet left in your
okay.
Mm-hmm.
turn to get towards the pipe.
This one down here.
Mhm.
Okay. And yeah, that's it.
All right. That makes it now the remaining heads' turns. One of them is going to, the nearest one to you, Cora, is going to look at you and try to make eye contact with you. Wisdom saving throw, please. But that's a success. So you are able to resist the psychic inference and recognize that it's only just this same monstrous head you already saw, not
Yep.
your own. The other one is going to try to bite Kneecap. That's only a 6 to hit, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that misses.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
All right. Radius, your turn.
Muted.
It was, but I was trying to think. Maybe a good way to help. I will try a firebolt on the Gertrude, because that's the one attacking Kneecap, correct? Or
Mm-hmm.
that doing the thing to Kneecap. Okay.
Well, so yeah, this one up here is the one that is currently. I have it with the blinded token. I don't remember why.
Because
Like
failed
the
to save on
game.
failed to save on the spray of cards.
Oh, right.
But that was until the end of its next turn.
Yeah, so it would have been done by now. Okay, so but yes, that's the one that is currently frightening Kneecap.
Let's see what we got. Good damage, good damage. Oh. So it is a 13 to hit and 3 points of fire if it does.
A 13 does hit, and it takes that damage.
Do I recognize these things? Would I need would it be an arcane or something else?
How about an arcane or a survival?
I'll gladly take the arcane. Yeah, I don't remember much.
A 10, yeah. A 10, yeah, it's hard to say. It seems pretty messed up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What? Yeah, and I'm sure she's not gonna have too much trouble maintaining concentration.
Probably not, but I will have her make the save nonetheless.
She could always won.
Got a 21.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she still has to get above 10.
Mhm.
But in any case, she did. Okay. Pharaoh's turn. Pharaoh will come up with the hand crossbow and shoot the one closest to Kneecap right now. Or at least try. Gets a 13 for 7 piercing plus sneak attack. That's another 10 for 17, which is actually enough to finish that one.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah. Hey, the hitting it while it was down helped. I'm sure.
Yeah. And that's their turn. So Kneecap, it's your turn now.
Okay. So there's just one
Just
one
two.
there. I imagine the table's probably starting to get scorched, and what's left of the cake is probably starting to char. And so 2 damage to that one. Oh, only 9 to hit with the flail. Sheesh. 23 for the sickle.
That'll hit.
Only 1 damage.
Okay.
Sheesh. Well,
All right. Are you staying right there?
yeah. Actually, take away that 1 damage. I
Okay.
forgot disadvantage and rolled a natural 1 on the
Okay.
disadvantage.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay right there because I can't. My
Good
goal
move.
is to get all of these
Okay.
taken care of, and yeah.
All right. Well,
Okay.
that complicates everyone else's plan, which.
Stop
but,
it.
but you
No,
know what?
I mean,
Hey,
no.
play your character. That's exactly right. What you
Yeah.
should do.
It's like I'm excited to see what the next version of Kneecap is.
Ah!
So in any case, that's your turn.
Yeah. That's my
Okay,
turn.
Cuspid.
Yeah, I'm going to step up to the bars, cast Magic Stone on some teeth in my pouch, and huck one at him. At the one that's in melee with Kneecap.
Gotcha.
So, just a 9.
Okay.
Oh well.
Oh well.
I'm going negative on teeth in this encounter. I'm not happy.
Yeah, we need to get you some just like regular pebbles or something.
I mean,
What?
if you
I-
want, once we kill these floating heads, that's a lot of teeth.
Well, I mean, it looks like we're gonna have to go that way. So I'm gonna take the rest of my move and go back through the
Okay.
back through the pipe.
You can go ahead and move your token through. I mean, you know where it comes out.
Why?
Will it not let you?
I'm having trouble. Like, yeah. Thank you.
No worries. It might be that it's got it won't let you move through because it's not, you're not allowed to move through the gate. But in any case, I moved you. You're good. So Gertrude's head, their turn. They're actually going to fly around to try to head off any escape from Kneecap and going to try to bite you.
Okay.
That's an 18 to hit.
That does hit.
For 4 piercing and 10 psychic. With the 4 piercing
Okay,
would
and
be halved.
Yes. Okay, so 10 psychic, so that would be a total of 12.
Mm-hmm. All right. Malleus.
And Kneecap is looking worse for wear right now.
All right. So Malleus is going to duck back through the tunnel. And yep, can't move him.
Yeah,
out.
that's fine. That's interesting that it's set up that way. I can do it though. That's fine.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm gonna hit you with Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Oh, and that's only 6.
Hey, better than bloody.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I know I'm still in range, but that's okay.
All right. So the
Actually, no, that would be a opportunity attack.
yeah, I
Never
was
mind.
just gonna say that. Yep. All right, Cora.
Oh, so this is the Gertrude head.
Yes.
Step up with my rapier, and I'm gonna poke her.
Good. Do it. 21 will certainly hit.
21 for
6 damage.
damage.
All right. Yeah, Gertrude's demonic bat-eared head is almost down.
Okay.
The makeup, incidentally, the horrific running mascara and pink frosting blotches look somewhat more fitting on this demonic batwing eared flying head. All right. Anything else for your turn?
No, that's it.
All right. It is the caker's turn, which means this one other head here is going to try to make Malleus make a wisdom save.
I'm not great at those.
Oh,
Oh, but 19.
19.
Okay.
So you are able to resist the psychic impression as well then, and so that's its turn. That makes it Radius's turn.
Alrighty. Since we are fighting these floaty, terrible head things. 30 feet, 3 creatures. 1, 2, 3. So then I will cast Bless on my 3 compatriots fighting the 3 floating heads up close.
All right.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Great. Pharaoh's turn. They will come up. Hand crossbow against Gertrude's head. Gertrude. It's a 23 to hit. Definitely going to take this out, but let's go ahead and find the total damage. Yeah, that's going to be a total of 15 damage, which is definitely enough. Finishing that one off and ending the psychic scaring of Kneecap. You are no longer frightened. That one has been destroyed. And you realize it was never your head at all. All right. And then that actually makes it your turn, Kneecap. There's only one of these things left.
Okay. 2 damage for all 3 of us. All 3 of
Yeah.
the ones
Yep,
around
yep,
me.
we got it.
Okay. So, flail. Baker's 20.
All right. That'll hit.
And that is 11 damage plus 2 for rage.
So that means Malleus and Cora are both going to get that as well, right? The oh well
Yeah,
no
the fire
they
damage.
take they're going to take the fire damage, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But
Okay.
11 so 13 total for
Okay.
that attack.
13 total that is not including the 2 fire damage, right? Or
Correct.
is it? Okay. So, yeah, it's pretty hurt now.
So, sickle. Oh, natural 19.
Nice.
And that is 4 plus 2 so 6.
Nice. You finish it. All right. Yes, you have defeated the last of these horrible, horrible
And
bat wing-eared heads.
and Kneecap gives a kick to the platter that's probably cracked and
Mhm,
broken and scattering what's left of it,
mhm.
and the fire goes away.
All right. Very nice. I would
Strawberry
like
bad.
someone, whoever would like, to roll a 1d4 for me.
I'll roll it.
Oh boy.
2.
Okay. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna go grumbling about how this didn't have to go this way because I mean you just can't trust people who are into sugary snacks. It's just not clearly not a clearly not a high moral standing kind of people, and start extracting some teeth for my Fey Lord.
perhaps unsurprisingly, their teeth are not great.
Oh,
All the
well,
sugar.
yeah, I've had this problem before. I'll see what I can do to find some halfway decent ones, but yeah.
Pharaoh is saying, I wouldn't have before today have even thought that there were this many cakers left. You all might have annihilated the last of them, for all I know.
So, is this a common practice among the cakers? This whole head thing?
No, that's new. I have no idea what that's all about.
Okay, makes me slightly.
I'm wondering if it was a side effect of the cake itself, and wondering if that's going to happen to me if I get taken out.
Do
Well,
I have the taste of strawberries in my mouth?
You do.
Yeah.
You do too, actually, Cuspid. Both of you.
Mhm. See, nothing good ever comes of this kind of thing.
Mhm.
All right, so gather up some teeth, find whatever good ones I can get out of this,
Mhm.
and plop them into my tooth pouch,
Mhm.
and head back out.
All right. You are able to recover. Do you want to establish some sort of a mechanic for how many teeth you can get from various corpses?
What I was thinking basically was that I'm giving up my share of the treasure,
Mhm.
but I like get it back
Mhm.
when I sacrifice the teeth.
Sure. Well, so I think that searching the rest of what's going on here amongst the cakers are 2 stale baguettes, 3 mincemeat pies, and a lemon tart. Additionally, on the now headless body of Gertrude, you find a strange object that looks like a compass. And
Hmm.
and Pharaoh sees that and says, "Ah, that's a portal compass. You'll probably want to hang on to that. What it does is, whatever the last portal you've gone through is, it will point in that direction.
Hmm.
So long as you are on the same plane of existence as that portal." And he demonstrates that, like, if you pass through that pipe portal,
Mhm.
it'll now point to that one.
Oh, that sounds useful. I assume that somebody else besides me got it because I was focusing on the heads. So
Mm-hmm. So someone can add a portal compass to your inventory.
I imagine Cora, Radius, or Malleus would do that.
Mm-hmm.
I can grab it.
Sure.
Yeah.
that's fine.
Course seems fine.
All right. So this room, now that you have dispatched all of the enemies, is quiet, and so does not seem to be any remaining threat here.
Awesome.
Uh,
So we keep going down through that way?
yeah. Kneecap's ready to move on.
All right.
Yeah.
You don't need to rest or anything.
No.
A
Okay.
short rest wouldn't necessarily be bad since I can
Yeah.
also play music and give everyone a little bit more healing.
Okay.
yep.
I'm not, so, like, I am fine. and I'm taking
Yeah.
you where we're going, but I can't guarantee there are no more threats. So I just want you.
Yeah.
I'll get in trouble if you get killed when I'm trying to bring you to my boss. So
Yeah,
okay.
let's take a short rest and
All right.
oot.
All right.
Add 6.
All right. Yeah. So for the Song of Rest, you can all add an extra 6 hit points. So here's you can all do a short rest as per normal, but I will say that for Cuspid and Kneecap, that weird sort of taste of strawberry on your tongue is not going away, and you're having some gurgle tummy.
Okay. But no mechanical difference so far.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Ah. Hmm. Well, we'll have to see what happens. Let's get to our destination as soon as we can.
Mm-hmm. We've got a few more hours of tunnels, but then we'll be on our way. We can't quite take the most direct route like we can on the surface. So I think what happens then is you're proceeding through more tunnels, but after another hour or so, after in fact 2 hours have passed, uh, Cuspid and Kneecap both suddenly like drop to their knees, holding your head is just resounding with psychic pain, and then the rest of you watch as both of their heads
Oh.
sprout bat ear wings, bat wing ears, and tear themselves free. Cuspid and Kneecap have both just died and had their heads turned into more of these things. So let's
Oh
go ahead and
no.
just use this same map. We have Cora and Cuspid and Kneecap are off the.
So while
Mhm.
while we're doing this, shall I prepare my alternate?
Yes, same for Cora, or not Cora, but
Mm.
Cuspid. So I'm just going to, we'll use this same map as just a placement because these things are going to try to fight you.
Okay.
So you can re-roll initiative if you like.
Yeah, sure.
Radio.
Okay.
Maybe a better one this time.
Same one.
All right. And
Not so good, but that's fine.
all right. So oh, there we go. All right. So, Malleus, you are up first again. The heads of Cuspid and Kneecap are now flapping and snarling at you.
Oh my lord. Okay, no, I'm cantrips, man, cantrips. um, yeah, I'm gonna boogie out and hit this first bottom one with Ray of Frost.
All right.
And that's a natural 1 for an 8, so that's not going to do
Okay.
anything.
I'm going to mark these with a pink one for Cuspid and an orange one for Kneecap. So you know which one's head you're attacking. Okay. It is their turn now. I think Cuspid's head is going to attack Malleus. And try to bite you. And I closed the thing. There we go. All right. That's a 10 to hit on the bite, so probably not.
Mm-mm.
Okay, and then Kneecaps is going to try to go attack Cora.
Okay.
That's an 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
for 6 piercing
Alright.
and 13
I'm-
psychic.
I'm going to cutting words to reduce the damage.
Okay.
That's reduced by 2. So that was how much damage was it? I'm sorry.
6 piercing and 13 psychic. But
So
you
Ooh.
remove 2 from that.
19.
Yeah. So 17 total now.
I'm down.
Even after the short rest?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Because
All
that
right.
only brings back 1 hit point, right?
No.
I mean,
No.
1d4, right?
No, the short rest. Okay, short rest is you. So your Song of Rest is on top of any hit dice that you spend, and at your current level, which is level 4,
4.
you have 4 hit dice. Which whatever your hit dice are, I think for a bard it's a D8.
8.
D8.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
so
only
it's
did...
a D8 plus your con modifier. You can roll as many of those as you would have wanted.
All right. So gotcha. All right. Let me bring me back to where I was before.
So you would
And
have
then-
had 17 more than.
Back up to 15 because that's where I was, and
Okay.
then short rest.
Yeah, so you can, as many, if you do the short rest, you can click how many of the hit dice you want to roll.
All right. Okay, that's up to full
Well, and so
Based
what's your con modifier?
+0,
Okay, so yeah, so that works then.
and then
So
17 damage minus the cutting words.
well, so
that's-
it was 19 minus the cutting words, so 17.
so 17.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
All right, so I am actually up now.
all right.
Oh,
So
that was spicy.
yeah, all right. Well, it's your turn now.
All right. I am.
Christiana, I have an idea of how Kneecap can be reintroduced.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I'm just going to do the spray of cards again
Sure.
because
Mhm.
that was actually pretty effective the
Yeah.
last time.
All right, that'll be a dex save for both. So I will actually just do the one roll and use the 2 different dice as the 2.
Okay.
Wow, a 4 and a 3. They both fail.
All right. So 20 damage, and they're both blinded until their the
How
end of
much
their next
damage?
turn. Sorry, 12 damage.
Oh, 12.
And
Okay, that's still pretty
it
good.
is.
It was
it
only
is-
5 last time.
Yeah, it's 2d10, and I rolled like a 2 and a 3. This
Nice.
time
And they're both
I rolled
blinded.
better.
All right.
And they're both blinded.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Pharaoh's turn. Pharaoh's going to run up to the one that was just attacking you and go with his short sword with advantage because of it being blinded. So that's 13. It'll be 6 piercing damage plus sneak attack. Wow, which was max. So it's 18, and that he kills that one.
Yay! He slew the head of
Yeah.
Kneecap.
Mhm. And then we'll actually use the rest of the movement and use a second short sword attack against the other one, which is also at advantage because of the blindness, which is a 15, and it's 8 piercing without sneak attack. So it is not down, but it's very badly wounded. Whoops. But not finished off. So Radius, there's only Cuspid's head left, and it's very wounded.
Very wounded head.
Mhm.
Okay. Very wounded. So then now, yeah, just firebolt then.
All right. You have advantage on your attack roll because it's blinded.
Oh, nice. Where are you? Oh yeah, there we go. Haha. You going to roll now? There it is. Man, my computer's moving slow today.
Yeah, I haven't seen it pop up here yet.
Wow!
There we go. Okay, so yeah, it would have been a
It
6,
rolls.
but with advantage, it's a crit.
It rolled a nat 1 and a natural 20.
Nice. So, yeah, you definitely hit, and that will definitely be enough damage. It only had 2 hit points left.
I was about to say, so apparently the bard made, like, the bard did the most damage this round. Got it.
All right, so they have both been finished off now. So after that bit of horror, you now have the headless bodies of your 2 friends here, and their heads with demonic bat wings growing out of the sides of them.
How's Pharaoh reacting?
And more teeth for.
Pharaoh is just like, I'm really glad I didn't have any cake.
Yes, I am very happy that I do not require food.
Yeah.
So, David, you mentioned you had an idea for how.
Yeah. I imagine, the ceiling in this area is just just high enough to be a little in the shadow. And there's a little, and uh, and Kneecap comes just falling down
Okay.
to land in your midst.
All
And
right.
this Kneecap looks much like the first Kneecap, no tattoos on his face, but he is wearing essentially antlers on his head, little antlers.
Mm.
And he looks up at everyone, says, "Hi, Kneecap."
Hi, Cora.
Fuck. Elias. Welcome back, bro.
Okay.
I think this is never going to get any easier.
No.
And I think that there is one of these sewer pipes that's nearby. You hear what sounds like rushing water, and I'm going to assume that you all would probably move out of the way when you sense rushing water is about to emerge from a sewer pipe. But I don't want to tell you how to play your characters.
Yeah, that's just a good plan anyway.
To note, when Kneecap moves, he moves much faster than you're used to.
All right. Okay. So I think, let's see, I'm going to. So I think from this burst of water also comes a new figure. Do you want to describe Cuspid's new appearance? You're muted.
Muted.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been having a coughing fit the last 5 minutes, so I muted myself. Yeah, Cuspid is now dressed from high neckline to the ground in a white gown, white gloves, long sleeves, and a quite solemn expression on her face, and carrying a birchwood staff, and looks you all over and said, "I see that the new version of Kneecap is no less annoying than he was. Shall we continue?"
This version of you is quite different as well.
So are you going to take your teeth?
No, that's disgusting. Let's go.
As I said, different, and keep going.
Right.
New Kneecap's gonna lose his own body.
Again.
Again.
Yep. Only this time he has a lot more gold.
All right. How about you, Cuspid? Are you retrieving anything from? I imagine you're looking at this. I don't know. You tell me how you're reacting to this situation.
Do you
Do you not?
want anything from your previous self?
Um, I mean, it might be worthwhile to take whatever money she had, but
Uh,
I'm already equipped if that's what you're talking about.
okay. Uh, she didn't really use money. Her currency was unusual.
So it would appear.
Yeah.
I think Pharaoh is just off to the side, going like, "I can't wait to be done with this freaking job."
And we're like, you're just as weird, dude.
Don't even put me in the same category as all of you. Look, I have.
Hey, at least you don't
I'm-
have to worry about us getting there in one piece.
Well, fair enough. I was a little worried about that, and then yeah, but you've got a whole thing going apparently, and sure enough, it's like
It's a thing.
it's a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
All right, so I think what we'll do here. Let's see. You make your way. Once you're all ready to get on your way. Um, oh, see, there was another handout. I knew it. Sometimes they put them in weird places. I'm sharing a new handout with you for a Caker celebration. And see, this is the artwork that I knew existed, and was like, why is it not on a handout? And it's because it's on the it's in the handouts for the section after this, which is
That
weird.
is a much more
Oy.
elaborate cake than I imagined,
Mm-hmm.
and I can I can also just imagine the head of the flail
Mm-hmm.
just carving perfectly along the curve of it.
Yeah, just going everywhere.
Mm.
That too.
Makes me glad to be a carnivore.
So in any case, gradually you make your way further through the tunnels, and the remaining trip is uneventful. You emerge from under sigil in the ladies' ward, about a block from Fortune's Wheel. And let me put you briefly back on the city map just so I can show you where you're at now. So, you didn't travel as far via distance that way, but the whole point was, of course, to do so like where you wouldn't be found, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And when you arrive, you stand before the giant marquee of a casino that reads Fortune's Wheel in a dazzling font. Fashionably dressed locals laugh arm in arm as they push through the casino's polished gold revolving door to the gambling hall within. Pharaoh lets out a satisfied sigh. This is the place. And this is the end of chapter 2, and you will all get to level up to level 5 for the next chapter. And I think, given that I'm feeling my voice start to go, that this is perhaps a good point to go ahead and call it for tonight.
Okay. I do have a
Okay.
quick question.
Sure.
How is Pharaoh spelled?
Farrow.
Oh, okay. Because there's a gambling game, Faro,
Hmm.
which
Ah.
was popular before poker
Hmm.
came to be a thing. So being at a casino, if it was
Sure.
Faro, is like, oh.
All right. Well, I hope that was exciting.
Yes.
Mhm. Yes.
Got to have a couple new characters to um, to enjoy the benefits of your multiversal glitch. And we'll have more fun with that too, I'm sure. Although it'll be interesting that this version of Cuspid is probably not going to have as much fun in a casino as the previous
Yeah.
version.
Nope,
Mhm.
nope. The
Oh,
previous
yeah.
version would have liked it a lot more than this one.
Hmm.
Well, actually, no, because it's all like all the money that she wouldn't be able to accept any of the money she would get from
Mm.
gambling there.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Huh.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. Well, so definitely everyone can go ahead and level up. And then otherwise, I'm feeling my voice start to tighten up on me
Yep.
as we talk. So, we'll go ahead and end it for tonight. But thank you everybody, and we'll be back for more adventure on so many levels.
So many levels.